Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Abdul Wakil Nazari YouTube channel. Today we'll talk about board of directors of a company. So let's have a discuss about the board of directors step by step. Like we can say that we have the big definition of the board of directors. The board of directors is the body of elected by the or appointed members who joined oversees the activities of the company. Definitely the board of directors who are overseeing the board and the activities of the company, they are appointed or elected by other members for just for oversee of the company works or activities. Now as we say that board of luckily here board as a principal instrument of governance. Now board as a principal instrument of governance. Now look in here, first we have a point that we have shareholders own the company but do not run. Definitely if the point is clear, shareholders well, by investment of shareholders a company is made by his huge investment of shareholders. It means shareholders are the real owners, but they cannot run the company. For running the company, definitely they elect the board of directors. When they elect the board of directors, then their managers, like management, run the company but does not own it. And management, shareholders are on, they are on the company, they are the owner of the company, but they cannot. Managers, they run the company but they doesn't own it. Now board lies between shareholder and managers. Now board lies between shareholder and manager for just for exploitate their needs or the exploitate their rights, for not to exploitate their rights to each other. That's why the governors, the board are lies between these two parties. We can say that the board of directors elected by shareholder, that's you can say that's fine. That board of directors who they are selected by shareholders, and board hire the management for to run the company. Actually, as we said that the board of directors, they are the oversees the works of the company. They are the one who hire the management for running the company. Now the work as and the board of directors they work between these two parties as a bridge between these two groups. The board of directors as a bridge. They work as a bridge in between these two groups. Now board of directors, like I say, entrepreneur leadership, right? They provide entrepreneur leadership. Entrepreneur leadership, it means that definitely entrepreneurs are expected to take a risk and to earn profit. So they are entrepreneur leadership. You can provide entrepreneur leadership to take a risk for earning profit. They set a strategic. They make a goal of long-term objectives or plan of implementing. They make it through board of directors who are making the strategies for the company or making the long-term objectives, long-term or short-term, and how to get that objectives. So who are the board of directors? They are the one who make a strategic plan for the company. They arrange this, and I can say they are board of directors. So they arrange the resources to implement the strategic plan. Definitely, the plan they have made it before, the strategy they have made it before. For implementing those strategy, they first how to implementing the strategy. As you can see that we have the three steps for that, and then we have formulation, implementation, and evaluation. For an implementation, they make a strategic plans and vision, and in formulation, the implementation, they allocate the resources how to implement that strategy plan. And evaluation. Now look here, the third one, review the performance of management. Whatever they have planned and managed, now in here to review that whatever the strategy implemented, that whether they are doing well or not. That now you are reviewing the performance of management, whether the managers or employees are working well or not. They set the company's values and standards. As we said, that values and standards come to with a mission and vision, and value statement, and code of conduct for the management and employees. So these all who can make, they are of the board of directors who are made these all vision statement, mission statement, of the value statement, code of conduct with the management and employees, how they are dealing with each other. Now the all this made by who? By the board of directors. Now let's talk about the we are in here types of ineffective boards. Ineffective boards are those boards whose members are not fully aware of their responsibility and work for the company. So ineffective boards, when they elect, definitely shareholders, they electing shareholders, they are considering or electing the boards. The board just for the sake of what's for that they think that they must be very active. So some board of directors, we can say that board whose members are not ineffective means that all members are not effective, responsible for their work. They are just they are not responsible, and it's simple, we can say that they are not responsible for their work. Now next we have types of ineffective boards. In types of ineffective boards, we have a rubber stamp board and main board, and good old boys board, or country club boards, paper boards, or tariffy board. So we will discuss this one by one. Now first one we have rubber stamp board, or yes men board. This is simply proves that whatever a proposal or resolution is put forward by executive directors, or more particularly or the chairman of the board, right? Whatever you can say is simply approved. Now as we say that rubber stamp board or yes man board, that is simply approves of whatever proposal or resolution is put forward by the executive directors, and or more particularly chairman of the board. Now simply whatever the executive directors the proposal or resolution they're putting forward to the board of directors, they directly approve it. They directly approves all the whatever. They didn't check whatever they didn't check. So there's all rubber stamp that for just for putting a stamp, just for signature. That's it. Not checking, not oversee the words, but they just for putting a stamp on the a proposal or resolution. I mean that just for approving something. That's it. Now gold boys board or country club board. Now these are the old friends of a chairman who simply meet at exotic place and for board meeting, but only talk about the good old days rather than conduct the company business. Now as the word is clear that gold, after when the chairmen of the board or board of directors, they meet after a long time on a table, or sit on the table, and rather than they talk to you about the business issues, but they just thinking about your old days, about your old, they're talking about the good old days, rather than talk about the business issues, about old days, what happened in the past, and just passing of the times. They're wasting the times, but they won't concern on the business issues or the main purpose of what actually this meeting or this meeting is conducted for. Now next one we have paper board. Paper board, it exists only on paper and plays no role in a company. For example, wives and daughters of the principal shareholder of the company. So it means that, as I said, that this word is where we have everything is limited. Everything is limited on the board, on just the paper. No practical word, no action comes in here. Just on the whatever the board is, the paper, just written whatever it is. That's a written writing on making papers or files. That's it. Not bring any role, any practical things. Just up to them, make a limited something, make their limited something on just for, up to the paper. They won't bring any practical. Now the fourth we have tariffy board. The word tariffy is clear that we have tariffy is a so-called. It means that as I said, if I'll try, it means that explain the trophy word that is we can say so-called, or you can also say like just for the show, or crown. Have you seen the crown? Crown, yeah. Just or you can say princess, or head they wear on their head. So they are just for us, because as you can say, it's comprised of the people who have big name in the society, like a big name in the society, like stars, film actors, politicians, but have no acumen for conducting a company business. They are just for the name, but they are not having. Acumen means having no ability. Having acumen means ability. Ability to think. Ability to think clearly and making good decisions. But they have no acumen ability. They have no acumen. They have no ability to think of and make and conduct the company business. It means they have no ability to think about it, to take and make a good decision, just for the name, but just only for the name. That's it. They're sitting on the board. That's it. They are, but that's it. Only for the name. Okay, now after we have a power of board. Power of board. As you say that the power of board, how the boards are, they are giving powers by definitely the shareholders giving the powers to them. The board of directors, the board of directors of a company has absolute power and to conduct the affairs of a company. Now they have absolute power and to conduct your affairs means daily whatever situation comes that to conduct with that the company. Now power of a board. The board draw its power from the following sources. The first one, company constitution, law, and the law and resolution passed by shareholder. So the first one, we have the company constitution. Now the company constitution in this case, in Pakistan, what you can say in this means that the articles of memorandum which issued by the company, the association of the company, which clearly lay down, clearly written here that the power of directors and how may be exercised. Clearly mentioned in memorandum and articles and our articles and of the association or memorandum that how the directors of power can be exercised, And the next one we have, that is the law. In this case, in case of Pakistan, this refers to Companies Act. And a law, what the law about it's related with the legislation. It's concerned with legislation. So in law, in this case, in Pakistan, this refers to Companies Act, which provides standard set of articles in Table A. It's Table A. So it's clearly mentioned here. There that in Table A. Now next one we have according to a law that previously of companies on articles association overruled previously of the Companies Act, and as so far as they are generally within the framework of law governing the companies. For example, as we can give an example on no company can conduct banking business. This law giving that by law, as law mentioned this, that no company can conduct the banking business by simply including a banking clause in its article. So for example, if a company mentioned its in articles about the business clause, so they cannot conduct that banking business. In law, it is a rule that, for example, if a company having like a company is for something else, but only its article just mentioned about the banking business, banking only simple mention that. So it doesn't mean that the company can start a banking business, right? So that it might be that overruled that maybe they are breaking the law. Right? For only mentioning business in your article does not mean that you will start that business, because you're already working in in one business, you are already in one business, and just you mention that business of another, so you cannot do this, right? So it is that overrule of the law. Now resolution passed by the shareholder. in certain cases, shareholder may grant such power. In certain cases, shareholder may be give this such power to the directors that were not previously available to directors by passing special resolution to effect. Now, it means in such cases, shareholder must allow some powers to this shareholder, and previously they are not, they would allow, they didn't allow that for others. So they must allow for the directors for this time. In certain shareholders should allow some powers. For example, they were not assigned to directors by the company's articles of association, even if by passing a special resolution into to that effect. Similarly, that at least theoretically the director's power may be curtailed by a shareholder by passing a special resolution. Again, a special, I can say that shareholder must allow some power to the director, to the present directors, as the previous director they won't allow, but they bring some power to make some proper decisions or effective work. Now, delegation of power. Delegation of power by shareholder. Now, delegation of power by shareholder, a board may delegate one or more of its collective power to individual or committee who may or may not be the member of the board. So it means that a board of director can delegate its power to individual or a committee. Maybe they are not in the board, and maybe they are not the member of the board. So they can means that they can outsider can come and they can delegate its power to outsiders. They are not a member of the board. So first, we have instruments that give power to the board, like a Company Act, Article of Association. We also also allowed to delegate power to others. Okay, now say we will also allow the delegate power to others, like let's move on to the next. Now, as we mentioned that delegation of power, as we mentioned that delegation of power can be done by passing a resolution with a majority. Now, when majority, definitely majority have authority. When majority, due to majority of rights or their power, they can pass out resolution to majority. Delegation of power can be done by the passing a resolution with majority. With majority. For example, a board authorized finance director to negotiate loan term and sign all necessary documents. The company will be responsible for loan and board will be accountable to shareholder. Right now, who is this? Like I said, look in here. The finance director is to negotiate loan terms and sign off all necessary documents. The company will be responsible for loan. The company will be responsible for loan, and the board will responsible for accountable for the shareholders. Now, board pay due attention to the following when a delegation is power. So when a delegation is given, when power is delegated to someone, so the board paying attention to these three, and is necessary to delegate this power. If it's necessary, so definitely they'll delegate the power. So if not, they won't. Definitely, the method of for a delegation is appropriate, passing proper resolution. So how? What are the method? Okay, the method will be clear that how to delegate this power to someone. The board will also ensure that power will not misuse. The power that the board delegated to the other members, so maybe they'll ensure that the power will not misuse. Now, function of board. Now, function of board. The board of directors of a company has three main functions: oversight, directional, and advisory. Oversight, directional, advisory.